That's Mariah Carey's breakdown. Um, how often should you be picking up and not really learning a full piece, but getting acclimated with a new piece? Once you get to a certain level, I would say it's hard. It's hard to categorize what level of music that you're at. But once you get to a certain area in music, you should be picking up a new piece of music at least twice a week, literally a new piece twice a week or every day. That's just my take on it, and I'll explain why. Music, even though I can play by ear and pull pieces by ear, now classical's different. Classical's different. Classical, you actually have to study hard. I'm not going to even say study hard, but classical is a progression where it takes reading, and anybody could do it. My classically trained teacher, who I hope to be connecting with soon, she's in town. She's been doing it for over 60 years, so she could look at a classical piece and be like, bingo. Um, Vice versa, that Mariah Carey piece, can she look at a piece like that and be like, bingo? Yes and no, because sometimes, I mean, if it's on paper, she can. But a lot of pieces that aren't on paper, I would have to say no, where she would have to look at somebody like us. I'm not gonna say us, but somebody that's trained by ear, or that's crossing into that genre of reading music. We would barrel right through that. So the polar opposites happen, but it's all music. Once you get to that level, and uh, you forgot to play that piece because you're in the wrong key. Let's see if I can get this right. I can't. I haven't played that piece in so long. It's the Chopin Op number 9. But you see how some areas, that's why it's hard to categorize or generalize what level you're at. I may be strong at R&B. She may be weak at R&B, but very strong at classical. It depends on what's in your repertoire. And when we talk about repertoire, we're talking about what's your daily routine. Some of these pieces I did. I just picked up "Buy You a Dream." Buy you a drink. And here's the thing: if I were training, recording will be stopped. I have no idea what it says. Anyway, if I were training students, I would hit on the classical definitely, so they can get into schools, classical and jazz, and also not only will I be hitting on classical and jazz, I would be hitting on pop, on R&B, on the music now, and I'll be incorporating all of this, all of these, all I would be blending this all together, so that they can be a well-rounded musician. They may take longer getting there, but when they get there, there shouldn't be a piece that they won't be able to do. I want my kids to, take a. I want them to take a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and add their flavor to it. Matter of fact, when I start teaching, I'm going to teach people how to be the best Twinkle Twinkle Little Star player in any key. But yeah, you should be surrounding, and keep this in mind, this is for adults and children, adults of any age, especially children. You should surround them with music. If they're not a musician, if your kid like building, if he likes building and you see him stacking Lego blocks and doing things with cups, you need to literally like blocks should be hitting that kid on the head. If he's beating on drums and doing all that, I mean, beat away, son, because the idea is to literally invest in them. Don't look at them and say, hey, why are you making all this noise? If they like, pets, that I was having this conversation with my I would like to call him brother-in-law, but my niece, and when I saw my niece, I said, oh my God, I saw her at like 3, and she said, I got a piano too, and she brought the piano out and she started singing and playing it, and I don't know to what level she was playing it, but she played it till I said, that girl is gifted. You see that gift in a child very early. And here's the thing, as parents, as mentors, we supposed to, I would like to have that spotted early on. My parents, I started playing, bring this sucker out here. I got a room full of instruments. Don't be mad if I come out with a horn. You're gonna be like, who do you think you is, Prince? I have when I first started playing, this is the reason why I have this, and I think I broke a string on it or something like that. I don't even know if this is a full size one, but this is a violin right here. No, G string is still on there. When I first started playing, where's my tuner at? Tuner should be on the guitar. There it is. If you don't have your tuner around, that's why you sit by a board. You do it the old-fashioned way. But this actually right here was my very first instrument. If you don't have a pitch pipe or a tuner, you tune it by this. A C. Hold on, my pegs are kind of loose. There you go. Tune it by, I'm looking for the key of G here. You got the G, D, A, and E. You'll never forget those. But anyway, we kind of get where I'm going. So when I first started playing, and I know you guys are gonna be like, play the violin. I haven't played a violin in over 30 years. I just bought this as part of a memoir in case I ever wanted to pick it back up again. And here's the thing, you start early with a child, it'll probably be, not a long stretch for me to pick this violin up. I still remember, I probably want to get a bigger violin. This is kind of small, but you got your headrest. There's 2 type of bow grips. I learned all that as a child, and I learned it so much as a child that it's still part of my still somewhere in my memory. It's still in the black box somewhere. But as far as going back to the main topic of subject, how often should you be picking up a piece of music and getting acclimated with it? I would say 1 to 2 times a week. And once you get there, see, we're in the age of information. We're in the age of information where we have a plethora of resources. So you got musicnotes.com, pianoclubhouse.tv, and I'm giving you some gems to where I have subscriptions to. Pianoclubhouse.tv. There's also another guy I subscribe to in Atlanta, and if I ever move to Atlanta, you gotta say it, my wife's there. If I ever go to Atlanta, I definitely love to be under his tutelage and pick up a lot of things. I hate to say a few things because I know when I get with Corey, the skilled musician, I'm picking up a lot of stuff. But new music almost every single day. And what if I never learn a whole piece? Don't worry, you will. You're gonna learn it. You're gonna learn it, but what I want you to get acclimated with is just learning different pieces of music. Reading, you don't want to do the same thing all the time, you know. You don't want to do the same thing all the time, and especially when it comes to reading, you know, they've come to, you know, dumbing the music down. You know, this is a version of just C minor, E minor, blah, blah, blah. You know, I never really wanted to go that route. Give me the sheet music because I want to get my eyes attuned to reading. Keep in mind, I just can't stop loving you in the key of C. You know, you want to actually get to reading the music. So when I actually go and I'm looking and I'm buying all this music, I'm actually picking up a book and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to give you the proper terms here. I'm looking at it's not called the score, but I'm looking at the grand staff, and I'm saying, okay, no sharps, no flats. I can't stop loving using the key of C. I know it's done by Michael Jackson. We're going from a 1 to a C sus I'm trying to get that rhythm in, and we're going to a G minor, which is going to be a, so you get that beat in there. Da, 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 da. You guys see how that works? Da, 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 da. Where are we going? I love this. Okay, we're going to I know you, this pain that I feel. And then we gotta go to the F major 7. And we're looking with the F minor. I and we're gonna go with an A minor 7. You know, so anyway, you know, you start working on the rhythm section. Then if you're strong on the melody, which I love, when I would probably teach when people are, you know, you should be strong in the melody. When you're strong on your melody, it all comes together. But pick up a new sheet of music daily, every single day. And here's the thing, if you like this information that you're hearing, I'm gonna get more and more advanced. You can kind of, you know, take a glance around the room and see, you know, I haven't started playing the guitar yet. I go into the store, I'm like, man, I can't wait to start learning how to play that. And you see, I have a wide, I got a lot of music here. So I'm gonna start getting some other gear where you guys can actually see my hands, the way I'm playing. And keep this in mind also, look up different artists. Everybody has a unique playing style. You know, it all depends also how you approach the board. You know, when I approach the board, it depends on what I'm playing. I'm usually approaching it like a lady. I hope that's okay to say in 2022. I'm not gonna wrestle it, beat on it like a man, even if I was playing blues. You know, so you want to make sure you get your piano hands down, and that all just comes from my teacher. She was like, you she's like, you have beautiful piano hands. You have hands meant for piano. And no, she wasn't just telling me that. Um, I touched the board gracefully. Maybe it was from a kid when I played the violin. I don't really have long fingers, but here's the thing, I have to make my fingers stretch. As you see how I move over there. But all this is technique. So we got a lot to burn through and learn through in 2022. And again, we're going to start from the key of C. You guys like how I got off a track, came back into it. And a lot of that is mental. So how often should you be learning a new piece? If you're a very beginner, I'm still a beginner in my mind. I am still a beginner in my mind, which is a good place to be because that means that I'm always trying to get better. You want to focus on technique, not so much reading. I used to focus on the tutorials and learning stuff, and my teacher was very instrumental in grounding me, and that's the reason why I say, hey, let's continue this because I want those classical chops too. I want all the chops. I want it all. See how my ears took you there? You also want that. You want ears. Actually, here's the thing that you desire. What you want to desire most is you want these, in my opinion. You want ears. You want dog ears, cat ears. You want to be able to hear like, man, that's a blah blah blah. I used to desire perfect pitch, and people told me, no, you really don't want that because every time you play, yeah, I still want it. I want to be able to like, oh, he's playing and blah blah blah. I'm kind of close. I have a very good relative pitch, but yeah, every day, and keep this in mind. I know it's an investment. But if you think about it, $5.99 to $7.99 a week, that's a fast food restaurant. Don't fast food your belly. Fast food your brain. Feed your brain. Pick up new stuff. We're gonna even get into this DJing today. I think I shared with my wife that I know I didn't have to. I'm not gonna say I didn't because I'm always outside working. You guys may see me doing that, but I was on the sofa sleeping, and because in my mind mentally I didn't have anything to do, it was the greatest feeling in the world. And I said, I think I need a mental break. I need a mental break, not from the music. This is where I go to learn stuff. But if you're out there working too much, I might not even go to the gym today. I might just sit here in my robe. I might go find a yellow robe. I like yellow. Do some stuff like that. Remember remember your mental health. You got a lot of people getting depressed about just heavy workload and stuff like that. And I know money's good and all this other stuff, but take care of your mental. My wife, she's in there getting her mental on with the Word of God. I love that. Get it how you can. Can you get it with the Word of God too? Oh. I forgot how to play one of my favorite songs. I have it written down. Some of the songs like that, if it's not in my repertoire, I'm not that skilled of a player yet where I can just be like, or am I? If I'm in the key of F, we went to the 4. So also that should be a message. Don't take anything else away from you. I just have to remember what key it is. I thought it was in the key of C, but once I realized, I said, oh, you're in the key of F. I thought I used to walk it down. Okay. All right. I gotta read that. But anyway, every single day, or at least once or twice a week, you should be picking up new music. Pick up something that you like. Pick up stuff that you don't like. Get the feeling inside you. I got Disney books. I got Motown books. I got Prince books. I got books. And yeah, we're gonna barrel through it. And I'm gonna go drink me a cup of coffee. Yeah. Anyway, happy Thursday, and yeah, just keep that in mind. Peace.